when you're looking at ratios, you can always transform a ratio from part to part into part to whole or vice versa. And in this, you're told that the ratio is 2 to 7. That means that there are 2 parts to 7 parts. And well, you can also convert that into a part to whole relationship. If there's 2 parts and 7 parts, how many total parts are there going to be? 9. So that means you're looking at the first one is 2/9. That's the fraction of the whole. And the second one is 7/9. So if you think of it in these terms, and I'm just going to use words for this. So it's 2/9 to 7/9. And you can solve this type of problem using either of these methods, whatever works for you or whatever you understand best. In my opinion, the part to whole is harder to understand for students, but easier to mentally calculate because it doesn't take anything to set it up. Okay, so let's see how you'd set each of these problems up if you chose to solve it in that way. If you're thinking of part-to-part relationships, what you probably are going to do or imagine is kind of like what we did on that last little example here. You know that one part, the smaller part, is going to be 2 times some common multiplier, and the larger part is 7 times that same multiplier, whatever it happens to be. And so what you could do is you could add these together. 7x plus 2x has to equal, it's a linear pair, so the total sum is going to be what? 180. And then just solve it. So 9x is equal to 180. Divide by 9, you get each x is representing 20. And so when you plug that in, 2 times 20 gives you 40 degrees. 7 times 20 gives you 140. So you're able to solve and calculate your answer. Okay, so if you use part to part, that's how you'll set up your equation. If you can convert from part to part into part to whole, what you can do is you can say, well, the smaller angle is 2/9 of the whole. Well, it's a linear pair, so what is the whole? The whole is going to be 180. So 9 goes into 180, 20. 20 times 2 equals 40. Okay, 7/9 is the larger part of the whole, which was 180. Again, 9 goes into 180. 20 times 7 is 140. You see that you're going to calculate it the same either way. It's just a matter of how you interpret and set it up. Okay, but if you can think of it in part to whole terms, oftentimes it might be an easier problem to work through.